in before the comments that say, don't buy anything this week, just wait till Tuesday. Now, these people have a very valid point. Patch 1.5 launches on Tuesday for Xbox and PC, and it will be a few days after that for PS4, fingers crossed. We're still waiting on the exact date for when that is going to happen. So why then would you be watching a video this week about, what you should buy? Surely it's all going to be rubbish. Well, that's actually not true, and that's not true for two specific reasons. Number one is that Alpha Bridge is still going to be one of the best, if not the best, gear sets in patch 1.5. Therefore, the weapons that you have now, the older weapons that have all of these sort of talent requirements on them that you might not be able to reach, particularly electronics requirements, are going to become much more easily met in patch 1.5 when you have more base electronics on all of your gear. It's just going to be a whole different story. So for that reason, looking at the weapons that are on sale this week and looking at whether or not they could potentially fit into Alpha Bridge builds in the future is still valuable. Secondly, performance mods are going to change, but they are only going to change by a very small amount. You can expect something like, 1, maybe 2% difference in terms of the overall power that they provide to specific abilities. And in that way, a really well-rolled performance mod here this week is still going to be really useful to you come patch 1.5. So I'm only in this video going to be talking about the stuff that's actually going to be useful to you in patch 1.5. I'm not talking about anything else. For instance, gear, all of that is going to get replaced, but weapons that suit Alpha Bridge and mods that you could use in the future, that's what we're going to be talking about. And I will also be doing another Should I Buy It on Tuesday because the vendors will reset then. So if you want any of this stuff, make sure you buy it between now and Tuesday because every a new patch brings a complete reset to the vendors. Anyway, with that said, let's get straight into the video. In the base of operations at the weapons vendor, we have a fairly decent scope here. It's rolled with critical hit damage, headshot damage, and optimal range. Not so bad at all. The other thing I would point out is that this basic sealed cash is 200k credits at this point. It's actually going to be 400k in patch 1.5, which lands on Tuesday for PC and Xbox, and a few days later for PS4. But don't stock up on these because these will only give you items at 229 gear score. They will not give you 256 gear score items if you buy them now and open them later. So don't listen to anyone telling you to stock up on these. You are simply wasting your credits. Next to him at the gear vendor mod, there's a fairly good electronics mod here. It's just base electronics and skill haste, which is a nice synergy, so grab that if you need it. At the advanced weaponry vendor, the guy in the cage, there is a perfectly rolled police T821 here. It's got self-preserved, it's got responsive, and it's got brutal. It's just awesome. So yeah, if you're into SMGs, then this is going to be good for at least a few more days until patch 1.5 lands. And it's also going to continue to be useful as an Alpha Bridge item if you want to run Alpha Bridge in patch 1.5, which I strongly recommend that you do. Because it is a very, very good gear set. The military M870 here is also first class. It's got brutal, it's got swift, it's got deadly. Obviously the M870 is being nerfed pretty hard in this coming patch, plus shotguns as a whole are getting nerfed, particularly on consoles where the aim assist is being significantly reduced. However, anyone that's looking to run a one-shot shotgun build, this is going to be a very good start towards that objective. Now, the military MK46 here, I would very, very strongly recommend that you consider purchasing if you don't have a really well-rolled MK46 and you're a belt-fed LMG, and you're planning on running Alpha Bridge in patch 1.5. This one has ferocious, fierce, and predatory. Right now, that kind of sucks because we don't have enough stats to be able to reach the requirements for ferocious or fierce. But come 1.5, we absolutely will have those requirements met in our new 256 gear sets. If we're using this in the second slot as part of an Alpha Bridge build and we have a proper 256 LMG in our main slot, then this is going to be a really, really nice sort of complement to that Alpha Bridge build. Do give it a look. Don't dismiss it out of hand. Think about how you want to play and how you want to gear in 1.5. If LMG Alpha Bridge is your thing, then this is an absolutely perfectly rolled weapon for that purpose. Downstairs at the terminal at the special equipment vendor, there's a really nice classic M60 here. It's rolled with self-preserved, prepared, and meticulous. All three of these work really well on the M60. Less so self-preserved because you don't stack a huge amount of crit with it. That's probably the one I'd recommend rolling away to something else. But again, as I said with that M249, this is going to be perfect for any sort of LMG Alpha Bridge build in patch 1.5, so do think about checking it out. Very quickly, this guy over here, the special blueprints vendor, is selling blueprints, but there are going to be new blueprints on the way in 1.5, so my strong advice here is don't buy anything. I think you'll be wasting your money this time. At the Wolves Den safe house here, there's another really nice M249 Bravo. It's ferocious, it's self-preserved, and it's fierce, so they're really nice rolls. In particular, self-preserved and fierce synergizes really well. If you wanted, you could even roll, say, predatory on this and make it a real kind of like healer-focused or sustain-focused LMG for your build. Not a bad combination there. It would work very well in patch 1.5 Alpha Bridge builds. There's also an extended magazine here, which has 107% mag size, which is a fairly nice roll. 4% critical hit damage, 2.5% critical hit chance. Again, synergizes well with what we've just talked about, the that M249 here having self-preserved on it, dependent upon crit damage, works quite well. So check those out, they're not bad at all. At the Kerman station right here, there's a really nice high velocity magazine. It's got critical hit chance, reload speed, and crit hit damage. A very, very respectable mod if you are looking to sort of stack as much burst damage as you can. At the Cavern safe house right here, there's a performance mod here that gives you sticky bomb explosion radius. Haven't seen that on a vendor for quite some time, so anyone chasing one of those, there it is. So recommendation of the week, at the Meat Locker safe house, there is a specific suppressor. It is the Omega Rifle Suppressor. It's got 17% headshot damage, 4% critical hit damage, 3% critical hit chance. This is a nearly perfect roll on this suppressor, and it's all damage stats. It's absolutely fantastic. I haven't seen a suppressor as good as this anywhere else. So yeah, if you're interested in this, it's a large type, so it won't fit on a lot of weapons. You can see the sort of weapons it fits on here. Things like your assault rifles and LMGs are fine, but you might struggle with some of your SMGs. But regardless, this is an absolutely fantastic, fantastic suppressor. I will absolutely be buying it because even in patch 1.5, it will still be excellent. At Camp Hudson, which is the starting area, you're going to find an M1A here with a fairly decent roll on it. It's got brutal, which is great because it's headshot damage. It's got intense, which I'd roll away, and it's got cool-headed in that third slot, which is really, really nice. It's the one that performing a headshot reduces your skill cooldowns by 5%. It's pretty rare to see that on a vendor weapon. You really don't see it that much at all. It fits really well on the M1A because obviously you're trying to maximize headshots at all times. So yeah, if you're looking at doing any sort of build in 1.5 that leverages cool-headed, this could be okay. I'm talking obviously specifically about an Alpha Bridge focused build. At the Ward, another very helpful mod that people may have missed last week is this prototype performance mod, 4.5% pulse duration. One of the better abilities in the game right now is pulse. It's always been that way and remains so in 1.4 and 1.5. Increasing the duration is very handy, so pick that up if you need it. At Southpaw, the flip side to the mod we just spoke about is the actual pulse critical hit chance. That one's available here, so if you're looking for more burst damage, then this is the mod for you. At the East 34th Street DZ checkpoint, there's a firearms mod here that rolls with bonus armor. Now, this is a really good mod to have. The challenge with this one, though, is that the roll here of 191 firearms is definitely on the low side. So I wouldn't stock up on too many of these, but if you needed one or two of them just to get you over the line with a build to be able to activate one or two of your talents, it will do the job. On balance, though, I'd recommend holding off and waiting till Tuesday and buying something or getting a drop in patch 1.5. At the East 34th Street DZ checkpoint, there's a performance mod here with ballistic shield health on it. This is going to be a lot more attractive in patch 1.5 given the new defense gear set that's coming through, the one that lets you use an SMG with your shield. I expect that it's going to be a very, very popular build. I'm super looking forward to trying it, and having this mod here, ballistic shield health, is going to definitely help out that sort of playstyle. So pick that up if you need it. At the 5th Avenue DZ checkpoint, the very south of the DZ, there's a prototype electronics mod here that rolls with base electronics and armor. It has a very high roll on each of these. It's an exceptionally well-rolled mod for level 33. So yeah, you can expect that level 34 mods are going to be around this, a little bit more powerful, but this is still going to hold up very well into patch 1.5. At the West 34th Street DZ checkpoint, there's another prototype performance mod. This one does support station range, a really helpful mod for anyone that's running a healer focus style build. The support station obviously very powerful in that context, so there it is. At the DZ for Safehouse, there are two fairly decent mods on sale. There's an electronics mod with base electronics, very nice roll, base skill power as well. Good combination there. Can't beat it really, just, yeah, take it if you need it. And secondly, there's also a prototype performance mod with ballistic shield health, similar to the one that we saw before. Very nice if you're looking to go into that build in patch 1.5. And finally, at the DZ3 vendor, there's another one of these M60s that's got, it's got predatory, it's got sustained, it's got commanding on it, roll away commanding in that third slot, get whatever you like. But the fact that this has predatory and sustained on it makes it a really awesome sustained focus weapon. Lots of self-healing, really good for anyone running solo. And that's it, guys. That's Should I Buy It for the week. Now, as I said, I'm going to do another Should I Buy It on Tuesday when the patch goes live. So you can expect that'll be the very first video that I do. Do pay attention to that one because it's very likely that there's going to be plenty of awesome 256 gear on sale that is going to very quickly skyrocket your gear score right up so you can grind tier 5 much more easily. For now though, if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe for plenty of Division coverage. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take good care, and I'll see you in patch 1.5. Bye-bye.